Crystal Ball music.
Yeah, it's Mr. Cardi.
It's simply magical.
DJ Toots. I want you right now. I need you right now. I want you right now. I need you right now. Never you and you the best in the club. Shorty, you the best in the club. Shorty, you the best in the club. Shorty, you the best in the club.
Hi everyone, welcome to Writey Things with me, your host, Missy Turner. The segment where I talk about life stuff and right stuff. So basically, just letting you guys know what's been going on in my week, what I've learned in my journey as an author, share my author for the month. This is like the last day. I actually forgot to film on Friday. So I'm doing the last segment of the month once again, just like real quick, okay? Now, let's see. So today, seeing as it's our last segment, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about the book we've been reading for the month, which is Nicole Luttrell's Falling from Grace. Now, let's see. I want to start with my quote for the week, which comes to me by way of the great and almighty Sun Tzu. Now, Sun Tzu says, "Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night. When you move, fall like a thunderbolt," which is kind of typical of him. I mean, he's the author of the book, The Art of War. I'm sure you guys have heard of him. But the funny thing is, I always get like a few friends who are like, "Oh my God, that book is amazing. It's amazing. I've read it like 4 times." Why would anyone in their right mind need to read The Art of War 4 times? And you see, I just answered my own question right there. Why would anyone in their right mind? There's no need for you to read that book so many times, just once. You get the gist. I mean, he was a master strategist, but he was also just kind of loony. Awesome dude. Alright, okay. So, my author for the month has been Nicole Luttrell. She's the author of 5 books, I believe. Okay, the first 4, well, the ones that I've been working on, I've been reading the 4th book in Woven Books. Is the saga 3 books or 4? I don't know, let's just say the saga. Someone will correct me at some point. Okay, so she's written these books called the Woven series, okay? The first one, book 1, is called Broken Patterns. The second one, book 2, Starting Chains. Book 3, Missing Stitches. And book 4, the one that we've been talking about, is called Falling from Grace. Now, these are like really good books. They're about magic and people with magical powers and stuff. It's kind of set in old-timey days. So, we're going to talk a little bit about Falling from Grace, and I'll let you know what I found out through that. But let's do our usual, okay? What about we start with, let's do laughs for the week. It's been a really long week, and it's been a little depressing. Everyone's been talking about the riots. People have actually actively been rioting, and you know, there's just like a lot going on. So let's start with laughs for the week, okay? Shout out Chandamwale, Vanamapalo Monde, aka Synovia Henry, and Rebel Circus, which I think is just a page, but I saw something on it that was actually pretty hilarious. So, guys, laughs for the week.
Girl, vibe with me, I be feeling your style. I don't care if you with your man, ride with me when we going downtown. I'ma swear you know who I am, Comfortable, but take it slow. Fast forward, take it off. A minute all day, all night. You can take all of my time, girl, give me that. If you with it, I'll be Optimus Prime with the transform.
Alright, funny stuff. Those did give me a good laugh. Alright, so let's talk about highs and lows for the week. Alright, let's see. Highs for the week. Today was, well, this week, in fact, was like a little bit more full of lows. But there was like a little shining glimmers in there. You always have to find the good stuff within the bad. With all the negativity going on, like I said, with the riots and, you know, everyone protesting, you know, the death of this man, it's just become, you know, it's a lot of negative energy out there. A lot of people are like riled up and just so angry. It's really sad. So I mean, it was nice to have a few friends just sort of reach out to me, and then we started doing this thing where we just reach out to our friends that we know, some we haven't talked to in a long time, some we have, just to say, hey, thinking about you, you know. We should always remember to tell each other this often. And I had a school friend, her name was Nina. She passed away just like the other day. It was really sad. She was, I believe, a year younger than me, if I'm not mistaken, and she passed in her sleep. It was actually very tragic. So my prayers go out to her family. Just keep them, in your thoughts and stuff. They're going through a very hard time. So with that being said, it was nice that we all just sort of reached out to each other and to our family, just to, give each other comfort. And it's important to do that, just remember to love and take care of the people in your lives while they're still there. It's always important. So, I mean, I think I kind of mixed in my highs and lows there together. It was just, it was a rough 2 weeks. I haven't been up for 2 weeks, but yeah, so rough 2 weeks. But, let's just look after each other, okay? That being said, now we're going to get back to the book. My author's name, Nicole Luttrell, okay? I already told you about all the books she's written. Oh, I missed Station 56. That's like a paranormal kind of thing. It happens on a space station, which is cool. Okay, sci-fi, totally up my alley. So I'm going to show you her author picture and the cover of the book Falling from Grace. Okay, so have a look and check out her writing quote as well. All right.
You the best in the club. Shorty, you the best in the club. Shorty, you the best in the club. Shorty, you the best in the club. So girl, vibe with me. I be feeling your style. I don't care if you with your man, ride with me.
So Falling from Grace, I'm going to tell you about the beginning and I'll tell you what I imagine happens, because I actually don't have the whole book. I don't know if it was something going on with my laptop or she just sent me the first few chapters. So I read what I had. But it was good. Like, it had me involved. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just going to finish this whole book. But when I got into it sometime last week, I didn't actually have the rest. So I was just like, you know what, I'll just tell you about what I have. Grace is like, she's our heroine. Okay, so she's living in like old times. It's rough back in the day. There's like a lot of poverty. The leaders are cruel. They have like the guy who's like the village chief or headman, whatever you want to call him, the mayor, I guess he would be. I don't know, something like that. Okay, so he has like this thing where he sends out the people of his town to go rob people on his behalf, just to like fill his pockets. But it gets so bad because it's like to the point where he gets the people of the village in trouble. So while the men go off to do the fighting, the women stay and they do the sewing and the mending and the healing. Okay, so this girl Grace, she was orphaned when she was a child. Both her parents died at the same time, and her mother was like a healer. They called them healers then. Okay, I don't think it's so much of a healer, but it's like she had magic power. She had a book, and then she used the book, to just help people. They called them healers, but they have magic going on, so it wasn't as straightforward as all that. So, she grows up. She marries a guy and all that. So all the men go off to like fight, and protect the village. And then it turns out like this guy, the guy I was saying is the mayor. Like his actions come back to haunt him. And then everything goes completely pear-shaped because they're like, we know that you sent these men out to steal and this and that. And, and it's like the king's men that come over to take over, like, the village. And they just basically kill every child over the age of 10. Every male child over the age of 10. They kill them and then they just leave the babies. And then they say, hey, women, we've dealt with this. Go and start making us food and what have you. And there's a lot, it's okay, it's a little bit violent and there's like some swearing in there. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It's nothing you haven't seen in Game of Thrones, just saying. So you should be okay to read it. Just, be aware that maybe it's not entirely a kid's book, that sort of thing. But it's good. So, that's actually what I got. But I read the general idea of it, okay? So it's like I said, she starts learning because they don't have a healer. The last healer dies, and then the some old woman stole her mother's book. Her book had like a whole bunch of medical stuff in it, you know, how to look after people, how to help deliver babies, how to make this medicine for that. And then some old woman stole it. And she only finds this book like later on in life. And now she's torn because this lady took the knowledge of her family and tried to use it for herself. So when people come and ask her for help, they say, well, we know your mom was a healer. Can you help us out? She's just like, no, because she's, you know, she's bitter. She feels like something was taken from her. She doesn't want to help. Sorry, I get distracted. Like, it's like the squirrels out there can fly or something. It's unsettling. Okay, so now she's trying to help. Like, she's learning magic ways and stuff like that. But it's really good, okay? So that is where I got to because that's what I had. Tomorrow I'll probably just get the rest of the book and read it. I'll probably revisit and let you guys know what happened. But as far as I know, it's like they have to take over from the guy that's ruling them. I mean, they killed the mayor guy because, you know, they killed all the males in the village. But then the king that's in charge, the one that ordered the slaughter of all these people, all the males in the village, he's the one they end up overthrowing. And then Grace takes over and then she chooses someone. Well, I guess she helps someone go to power. Like the bravest guy who was in the village, you know, goes and he becomes king and stuff, and then he totally loses his mind, and then he starts treating the people like just as badly as the other guy did, probably even worse because I haven't gotten into that part at all, but this is the gist. And so like I said, when I finish reading it, I'm going to let you guys know what's happening there because like I said, didn't get the whole book, I just got the beginning part, but I'm gonna let you know. Alright, so that aside, it's a pretty dope book. Like I said, there's magic, there's violence, to keep you entertained. And it's fast-paced, that's a good thing. It doesn't like just dwell on details, you know. It's like enough there to let you know what's going on with the characters, who's who. It's not super confusing, and then it doesn't drag, so the story moves, you know, at a decent pace. So I'm pretty sure you like it, so check it out. Falling from Grace, it's by Nicole Luttrell. The only thing I wanted to say for real is like, if you can get the other books that come before it, you might want to. I mean, they seem interesting. They're all the same kind of genre, you know, magic and, you know, mystery, that kind of stuff. But I would, just saying. All right, now, that aside, let me see what I got. Writing tip for you guys. This one is actually just answering a question. Somebody was asking me about editing, like how do I edit? And I have a tip for you. This one's a really good one. I don't know if I've ever talked about it before. So when I'm writing, right, it's like my ideas come a lot faster than my writing. So like what I'm thinking will go, I'm just going. And if I'm writing by hand or even when I'm typing, I skip words, I miss stuff, I misspell. So what I do is I use two programs. When I'm writing, I use Word, and then when I'm editing, I use like this app called Voice Dream Reader. So I download my manuscript and then I listen. You know, I put it into a slow mode and then I listen and then I correct as I go. I just pause and correct. So if I missed a word, it will tell me because it will sound off. You know what I mean? And then with the editing, I actually try to have a second pair of eyes, like, you know, with an editor in case I missed a comma, stuff like that. But when the Voice Dream Reader is like translating, it's easy for you to tell because you can tell like, oh, okay, here there's supposed to be a breath. You know, like if someone is going, just like, you know, the way I kind of talk without taking a pause, you'll notice that I haven't stopped to breathe in like 20 minutes. Like that. So you'll know that there's a breath missing there. So try Voice Dream Reader. Let me know what you think when you edit. It's actually super helpful. I've been using it for a long time. Okay, that being said, I am out. I think I'm good for like this week. I'll be back Thursday. Like I said, it's my birthday and I'm doing a free book giveaway. My first author actually like hit me up and she's giving away one signed copy. So with that, I'm not sure like how to allocate it. Maybe I'll just ask like a random question during the session and then whoever messages me first can win it, I guess. Maybe I'll do a Facebook thing. We'll see. I'll work it out as the week goes on. But thank you everyone who's donated the free digital copy. Also the free hand copies. All of my books will be free, of course. They're going to go live in like, some of them I had to redo. So they're going to go live by Wednesday. They did before. So come join. Download some free stuff. Guys, come on. I'm actually giving you a gift. Someone should send me something. I like Twix, the chocolate. I enjoy that. Alright. Okay, guys, have a great week. It's Monday. I know a lot of you are going to work. Enjoy yourselves. And again, you know, keep your loved ones close, okay? See you guys Thursday. I'll holla at you then. And just be ready. We're gonna have fun. Okay, bye.